So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best and genuine strategy on how you can solo the summer harvest to get to the prismatic rarity. Now, this is a very hard thing to do, but in today's video, I'm going to be showing you obviously how I was able to do this, and this is absurdly hard once again. So as you see, I have a ton of plants, and you wouldn't even realize it, but I have about 30 kiwi plants. So this is very helpful, and in general, you got to try this out at least one time before you give up. So starting off, what we're going to be first looking at is the main core function. So what you need to get, I think it's around 16,000 points to get to prismatic, which is a lot. To do this though, you're going to have a stupid amount of plants. I believe it's going to be in the range of a few thousand plants. Now, this obviously is no easy feat, but the best way you can do this is through what we're going to be doing today. So first, do note we are giving away a bunch of these summer seed packs into the giveaway. So to enter, just comment your username on this video to enter into the giveaway. Now, the next thing we're going to be looking over is why this thing is hard. So obviously the best rarity you should try to target is getting as many divine and higher. I would recommend just at least mythic for the most part. And this is going to allow you to get as much seeds and volume, because once again, it's more about the volume rather than just, high quality plants. So that's like the main thing, is you just want to have as many seeds as possible to contribute to this. It literally doesn't even matter to a certain point. Now, if you do want to get into the nitpicky of it, I think 1 carrot is equivalent to 1 point. And if you realistically want to look at this, I have 20,000 carrot seeds. So hypothetically, I could plant all 20,000 of them, collect them and give them all in, but that is not efficient. So what we're going to be doing is targeting specifically mythic and higher. So obviously you can use a stock notifier. I have one in my Discord server, which I am updating. So this will allow you to see the seeds that are in stock, gear that's in stock, egg stock, weather events, and all this stuff. Very helpful specifically for, once again, this isn't to waste your time. So you can join in whenever these specific seeds are in stock, like the prickly pear. I got notified this was in stock earlier. Or if you don't have Discord, you can use my website, which will be in the description. We have a website calculator, so you can calculate values of plants right here. Very helpful. I love this page. You can see the values of plants, mutations, all this stuff. So if it's like a cacao plant that has max mutations and weighs 50 kilograms, it's going to be worth 23 billion. You can do stuff like that. But once again, we have a stock tracker, so this will actively track what's in stock. If you are not currently capable of getting on Discord, it does sometimes bug out like this, but as you see, it can actively see what is in stock. Very helpful. That'll be in the description. So what we're going to be doing is joining in on an alt account. I'm just going to keep this tutorial short and sweet. You're going to join in on an alt account, right? And you're going to feed it all of your plants. Now you're going to spend 2 hours doing this, so you're going to miss out on 2 events. Doesn't matter because this is an hourly event. And once you feed this, you're going to try to get 2 hours worth of plants to hold all of this crap. Now, once you have 2 hours of this, what we're going to do is on the 3rd hour, or the 3rd event that starts, we're going to feed all of this to our main account. Now, obviously you do want to have as many of these as possible, and you can solo this easily if you do this long enough. And if this doesn't work, you can just stack on another hour of grinding this. But what you're going to do is do that, and pretty much on the alt account, so when the event starts, just sit here literally. And if you don't want to sit and manually do it, you can set up a simple macro that goes like here, grabs the plant, contributes it, and does that over and over. Very, very easy, very effective. But the alt accounts are going to be working as pretty much like a secondary storage. Now, the reason why you need the extra storage is obviously you don't have infinite capacity unless you're using something like this pack bee right here, but this isn't really efficient when it comes to increasing your storage capacity. But what is efficient is using just alt accounts as like a storage house. So you can use your alt accounts to hold all of these plants, and then once the event starts, you can feed all of them to your main account. Now, feeding them to your main account obviously is a bit of a pain. That's why I would recommend doing this with other people, but I have been able to use this exact strategy to get prismatic by my own, and I was able to get an Ember Lily seed doing this. Now, this does work. It is effective, but obviously it is not going to be an easy task. That's why I would recommend joining my Discord server. We have a grinding section. So many people will help you do it, and there are no scammers. If you're concerned about getting your items stolen, they won't steal your items, but very helpful. You should check that out, and thank you so much for watching, and I got to take a dump.